Hi everyone, I'm Franz, a junior software architect. In this video, I will explain in a clear and simple way when and how to use the adapter pattern from the structural design patterns. Okay guys, I'm going to add context. Here we have two services. One is the date calculation service and the other is this legacy date service. This legacy date service has this method getCurrentDate, which returns us the current date as a string. On the other hand, this date calculation service has this method, getTomorrowDate, that uses the current date to give us the date of tomorrow. But in this case, we have this error because the parameter should be a date, but our legacy date service returns us the current date as a string. So here we have a problem, and let's imagine that this is a third-party library or a service which is really difficult to change. So in these cases, our best option is use the adapter pattern. So the first thing we are going to do is create an interface. And here we are going to establish the contract. We're going to establish the contract that the adapter class is going to follow. So let's define the method. It will be get current date. My bad, get current date. And it will return a date. That's it. Now we have to create the adapter class. I will name it date legacy date service adapter. And here we are going to implement the interface that we have just created, which is this interface date service. We need to implement all members. In this case, we only have one method. And I'm going to define the member attributes. The only member attribute that we are going to have is the legacy date service. So it will be a private read-only legacy date service, and its type is going to be the legacy date service class. And inside the constructor, we are going to, in the constructor, as the constructor parameter, we're going to receive this legacy date service. And inside the constructor, we're going to assign our private member legacy date service to the legacy date services we are receiving from the constructor. Now, here's the deal. In this method, we're going to return a new date, and inside this, we are going to use the method from the legacy date service that returns us a string. Is this. So in this part, we are receiving a string, and this new date it's transforming our string to a date, and that's it. Now here we're going to create a new variable, legacy date service adapter from the class legacy date service adapter, and as a parameter we need to use the legacy date service, and that's it. We have no errors here, as you can see, and we are going to make some adjustments to make this adapter works. In this case, instead of using the legacy date service, we are going to use the legacy date service adapter, and we have to change the string for date. And as you can see here, there are no errors, and also here we have no errors because now we are sending a date as a parameter. So I'm going to run this TypeScript file, and as you can see here, we have the current date, and here we have the next day, and that's it. Alright guys, that's all for this video. I hope this simple explanation helped you understand when to use this design pattern. If you found it useful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss my next videos. See you in the next one.